Alrighty, guys. It is Tuesday, June 16th. Uh, kind of a weird morning. Took a loss, small loss, but still, I don't. Okay, cool. So the setup I miss by setting this stuff up. I hit it's distributing more. Right. Cool. Cool. What I've taken, I wanted to take this, but I didn't. I should have. I should have taken that, but after taking that first loss, I'm like, I don't trust any of this now because we swept them, blah blah blah. No, so market opens, boom. We're sitting like right here. I'm like, okay, we got that low, we got that high, and so boom, push down, take that low. And I'm like, I don't see that as manipulation. Boom, up. We stair step, stair step, stair step. And the second I see us take this high and then push, I'm like, okay, give me a close block, give me a close block. My God, it is going to hit. Fuck. I'm just mad because I get stopped out like every damn time on this, and then boop, boop, and then it plays out to take profit. So love that. Love that. Love that. Oh, cool. Yep, should have taken that. But it makes no sense as to why this shouldn't be it. Right? If this happened up here, then we push down, then we went up, that would make more sense. But back to it, kind of up here, boom, push, close. I'm like, okay, that's manipulation, right? That's liquidity sweep, area expect reject, 15-minute fair value gap. We have this giant SMT with ES, but I'm like, ES push down to push back up. So I think that's probably what's going to happen for both. But I think, boom, we push down, and I'm like, okay, I see that tiny inverse gap. Boom, this kid all of up, pushes all the way back up there, and I'm like, if only this was the soup candle, because that would have been great to get entry on, and then because if I'm in from up here, that's like the most important thing. Trying to find entries down here was the hardest thing for me, but now I'm able to find more entries. Unfortunately, they're not really working out that well, and my calendar for this month is kind of reflecting that in the it's going to be the third red day of the month so far. Oh, at least I'm taking trades. At least I'm taking trades. That is something. Right? And so we just got to go analyze the background why, but it makes sense as to why we should just distribute if it's clean, right? Okay, that's another. I'm not taking that because that is way too low in discount. This up here is good. This makes sense, right? This not so much. But looking down here, I'm like, okay, cool. Where could we possibly put in the failure swing? Okay, boom. We tap that, boom, push up, and I'm like, okay, cool. Give me this kind of open high, super right here, tap this balance price range and this fair value gap, boom, and then flush it. That would be great. Boom, we push up, okay, and didn't really do much. Next kind of opens high, boom, soup. I'm like, okay, let me get in, boom, doesn't close all the way back down. This candle opens up a little strongly down here, or opens high actually, and then goes down here, and then, oh my goodness, this is it. This is it. And so then I enter right there, boom, we push down, and then we push up, and then we stop me out. And then I'm like, that makes no sense. Cool, and this trade hit. Good to know. Good to know. Cool. Missed the what 1 to 5, 1 to 4.5. Cool, but it that should have happened right there because this should have been the one to put in the failure swing and then reject away. It makes sense why. Okay, this also makes sense because this is a fair value gap. Boom, right here. This is holding this order block right here. That makes sense. But does this make sense? Not exactly. And why does this not look good really for an entry? Boom. Okay, we tap that, but that's pushed a little bit lower. Okay. I would like to see the wick open, touch it, boom, then put in it. But I don't know. I was, watching this, I was like, oh, I'm not even going to be able to get a trade on this. But I've found, boom, the initial part of the setup. And that was, one of the things I was thinking about like last night is like, I just not totally confident in finding the manipulation. But really, I am. I'm good at finding the manipulation in the day. It's just that now getting the good entries is the hardest part of it. And so I'm this is like the fourth time this has happened too. Oh, we get stopped out. Okay, then it gives another entry signal. But I'm gone. I'm walking, or I'm putting the Osmo up to do the video or something like that. And so I am not seeing that, or I see it and I'm like, no, I already got stopped out once. It doesn't make sense why. But then it shows my model again, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. Nope. But because if I were to take these, like 2 of the 3 red days would be green, right? Because there was another one like last week. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, all the things are messed up, but the time is not. So okay, well that was the possible entry, but there was another one, like an actual one where I got stopped out and then found another entry on it. But yeah, this just mm, it just makes me irritated because most of the time I can find an entry up here, right back in this breaker range. Maybe I do need to wait for it to come back up here, but sometimes this is all it needs is down here, tiny little boom soup, and then push down. But I'll have to see um what I can find. It's just infuriating that I'm like, okay, I'm still trying to pass these 3. Now I'm back to break even on them. In the first week I was back, I took 2 green trades, 1 red trade. Boom, that was great. Dug myself out of deep drawdown. And then now I'm slowly chipping back into that drawdown. And so I don't get it. And that point, I'm like, I'm going to find 2 to 3 trades a week. It's just, am I going to enter at the right spot or not? So yeah, this kind of just kind of mad that okay, didn't find anything here. But and did that even tap the okay, yeah, so we did tap back into this. What is this? The breaker block up here. Sorry, this is oh, don't need that. And then rejects. I'll have to see if that's what happened on the other one, because if it does, okay, boom. We just wait for a retracement back up here. But still it looks good right here, right? We tap we even tap that balanced price range, value gap, boom. Value gap equals turtle soup right there, boom. Close low and just run. Not this BS. What happened on oh my goodness. Okay, so where was I trying to enter? Yeah, I entered on the 1003 candle. 1002, 1003 candle. I It doesn't make terribly too much less sense, maybe a little bit, but this would have been the okay, ES is going now, rather than boom, push all the way back up to there. But even if oh, so you would have gotten stopped out if you entered there. Because that's the trade I was trying to take right here. This where it's boom, push down. I guess the reason why I got stopped out because this wasn't the truth. This wasn't a failure swing. The other one I did believe was a failure swing because we took that low over here. Took that low, boom, get put in the failure swing, boom. And then we got twice more manipulated out. So yeah, I mean that's all I got for you. It's just I'm taking the trades. I'm finding the initial setups very well rather than oh, I can't find the initial setups. And it's just now, it's not even on, okay, soup CISD. The soup CISD is going pretty well, right? That's what I'm taking, or just the soup, because the soup would have worked great here too. Boom. Probably get an entry right there. Okay. So what am I missing? I'm missing the timing and the place feature of this of the entry. So I just need to figure that out, and then boom, all these red days, or at least most of these red days are going to turn to green days pretty fast. And when I'm taking 2 to 3 trades a week and I know my risk, that's when you can start, getting more capital involved in it and stuff like that. But great, because now I see this is that manipulation into longs. No, I'm done for the day, right? And that's another thing. When I get stopped right here, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be done for the day. But then it goes in my direction. And so maybe next time, like something like this happens, I say, okay, this is where it gets invalidated up here. If we don't, the trade is still on, we're still looking for entry. That's probably the next thing I gotta look for, because then, okay, where are we looking to reject, that change in the state, this order block right here, because we didn't tap it here. So now I'm looking for that order block. Okay, boom, tap it. Okay, push away, boom, because that can be its own little model in and of itself of that manipulation. Boom, push down, suit, CISD, close, run. But yeah, I'm just mad that even if I don't truly understand one of the pieces to it, most of the time it's been really easy to, okay, boom, find entry, and then it runs. Not right now, which is just infuriating because I love to get good progress going, but this is progress. Losing is progress. So I'll do a deep dive into this. No, I say I'm going to do that, and then I don't. I say I'm going to back test and make a video, and then I don't. Because do I really care? Yes, I do. I care about this, but I'm like, okay, I can kind of just sit back, let it happen, and understand it as it goes, which is great rather than forcing a bunch of stuff. But then when you truly are like so close and you're like, oh, breakthroughs, like if I just, try to figure out something even a little bit more, nope, you don't do it. And so it takes forever for you to do anything. So that's all I've got for today. Unfortunate loss, but I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.